All right, we are back for our second hour. This is the 5 o'clock hour. We will go right to the phone lines. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Greetings, this is Councilman Austin, calling from the great city of East Cleveland, calling to send greetings, appreciation, and recognizing that November 4th is right around the corner. Change is going to come. What's the topic of the day other than just an update from East Cleveland?
The topic that we got several. We got the ceasefire in Israel. We got the hostage being released. We got Attorney General Letitia James being indicted. It's a lot.
So I appreciate all those thoughts. I want to share with you that East Cleveland, the micro community that we are, is also under siege. I have just recently spoke with some folks from the auditor's office, and they expressed their concern with the way the finances have been handled in the past, over the last 30 years in the city of East Cleveland. So they have submitted an offer to, not even an offer, I'm not going to call it a threat, they just sent a notice saying that we are starting the process to put East Cleveland into receivership. This is not, according to what I understand, it's not about taking over the city government, but it is taking over the city government's finance and appointing a person, a receiver, to make decisions to assist East Cleveland in balancing the budget and using all of the resources and assets that it has within its disposal and limiting the, I'm going to say, overspending that has taken place over the last 30 years.
Now, Councilman Austin, what is your view on that? And then I want to hear, what are you hearing on the ground in East Cleveland in regards to this proposed financial receivership?
Right. So what I dream about is having the state, if they did come in, bring some resources with them. I ask that they not only bring finance, that they bring talent with them. Some of the areas where we lack the appropriate personnel to execute the technical tasks that are required to recover a city much like ours. I was exceptionally concerned when I thought it was a full takeover of the government. But as I get a little bit closer to what is expected to accomplish, I'm setting my eyes on the goal. I want to see our budget balanced. I want to see businesses coming back into the city. I want to have hope restored to the residents. I want to also have the partners at the state level, at the county government, at other municipalities around us to believe that East Cleveland will thrive and overcome all the obstacles that have been set before us. So my perspective is, if they have to come, which they've already set the wheels in motion, respectfully.
And because they set the wheels in motion, what are your options as a city government to defend or reject, or what are your options in that realm?
Right. So we have decided to position our law director, Ken Meyer, to generate a lawsuit to either delay or defer the receiver from coming in prior to the election. And that way, if we have to start over, we're starting over with the administration that has the capacity to be there for the next 4 years. So it's a difference between all these, temporary, interim, so on and so forth. We want to have whoever is identified after November 4th assist in making those decisions, hiring the staff that's going to be there, setting the conditions where the police officers may be trained, certified, meet all the goals, training requirements, everything in every department set in place so that government may thrive. Because having a redo of personnel at this point doesn't seem like it's going to, be a good investment. The finance director was just, terminated, as I understand. So right now is the worst time to lose your finance director because there's so many reports that are due to the state right now. It's immeasurable. So when I say, the turmoil continues. It does.
So, Councilman Austin, can I have you hold that thought? Do we have Laura on the phone?
Yeah, she's coming on next.
Because I don't want us to lose this for the sake of her.
No, she's on hold. She's on hold.
Okay.
She's good.
All right, because I didn't want to rush Councilman Austin. That's all.
She's good.
All right.
She's good.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know Laura's Hollywood, but she's good. Okay.
All right.
I know she made a great big movie. She's good. I saw that movie, man.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Lord, we'll be with you very shortly. Hey, so Councilman Austin, man, it's a pleasure. You're our East Cleveland representative, reporter for this station. So I see what your dilemma is, but there's still a dilemma even after the November 4th election, because it still be a lame duck either way it go, whether it's the new mayor or whoever, which one might be, and if it's not, the power doesn't change in January, right?
That's correct. There's some things on the books that will allow, if the results of the election are overwhelming, there is a consideration that the Board of Elections can put in place. So I'll leave that for more discussion another time. But it will be a lame duck session is what they call it. And I would ask that the administrations continue to work together, start a dialogue. You know, once November 4th, it's all these unnecessary gray hairs will be taken care of. It is time to start the responsible, if necessary, transition of power and respecting the government that will exist to help settle the situation in East Cleveland.
All right, but Councilman Austin, with all due respect, it seems to me like they are coming. The state is coming. Yes, the receivers are coming. It looks like they're coming, and I respect the appeal that's being made, but it seems to me like they're coming from the documents that I read. They're coming. So hopefully everything can work out and you all can still make it happen. Okay, that's just the way I look at it. I don't see how we're going to change that at this point right now. But I'm not on the inside. I'm on the outside looking.
Hey man, I do want to share one point of comfort. They have said that they're going to pay for the team that's required to be hired to help us along the way. So that's one additional financial burden that we don't have to suffer in the event they do come sooner than later. And it's not a complete takeover. And the more prepared we are going in, the faster we can go through the process, balance the books. Because at the end of the day, it said they want to help us get to a place where we are maintaining a stable financial base that we can afford to move forward with without costing us an estimated $1 million in overspending every year. And we don't want to do that anymore. So once we balance the books, they're out of here, respectfully. That's the short note.
Now, normally, when you get, we'll say, quote unquote, help from the government, it's very, very hard to get your control back. So, what is the time frame on this partial receivership?
Well, I can't say the time frame, but other organizations have gotten out in 1 year. Maple Heights said it took them 3 years. If I'm not 3 or 4 years. So this may not be a small boat turn, but the more prepared we are going in, the less amount of time it'll take to get these things taken care of.
So
I ask the administration to take it serious.
All right, so Councilman Austin, before I let you go, we got Laura Collins coming on next, but I wanted to hear from you also. So one thing, so this election that's coming up, it's critical that that the voters get out and vote and kick some people out and put some people in, right?
It's critical.
It's critical.
Absolutely.
The same stale government, we're gonna get the same stale results, right? I'm not talking about the mayor's office. I'm talking about council. That's what you own. It's a
Again, I want to change the council. Those 3 seats that need to be filled, changed out, addressed. Help. I need help personally to do my part to move the city forward and make sure we have good governance. We have the capacity to appropriate and legislate in a way that would help build back East Cleveland sooner than later.
Listen, thank you, Brother Austin. We'll bring you back soon. Brother Austin, please close your ears because this has nothing to do with you. Close your ears and I'll let you go. Goodbye, Councilman Austin, but Dr. Behoviak got to go. Bye.
All right, 216-578.
Dr. Patricia Hovack got to get off council. She's stale and she's messing up council. That's coming from Art McKoy, not from nobody, Billy Sharp, or nobody. Councilman Behoviak got to go.
1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you alive.
I keep it real.
You are live.
I make it rain.
You are live on the air.
I'm not scared.
Who do we have on the air, live on the phone?
Hey, Billy, this is Tracy. I think it's me and Laura.
Hey, Tracy. Can you bring the other caller in, talking down? All right. Yeah, go ahead and bring Laura in. She's on? Laura?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, she on there? Okay. All right. Hey, Tracy and Laura, what's going on?
Hey, Billy, what's going on?
Lord have mercy. Two beautiful ladies at the same time.
At the same
I'm shaking
time.
in my boots.
Me too.
Hey, can y'all hear me? I feel like I'm sounding distorted.
No. We can hear you. We hear you fine.
Oh, okay, good. We just wanted to come on and let everybody know in recognition of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we're having we had it last year at the library. It was a huge success. So this year we're doing it at Tri-C Eastern Campus this Wednesday, October 16th at 6 o'clock from 6 to 8. And it'll again be Laura telling her powerful story of what she went through when her and her kids were abducted and locked into the garage.
Right. We're going to show clips and have a discussion about the movie itself. And just talk about, domestic violence and 101, really how to be safe. So we do have safety plans for people listening in.
So, Laura, tell us what gives you the energy to continue to do this kind of intense, personal, in some regards, advocacy around domestic violence?
Just surviving what you survive. When you survive near death, you're a changed person.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be able to reach out and help other people as well to keep them from going through what you went through. So I thank God for His mercy and divine grace, getting us out of there safely and alive with no harm, besides a lot of mental health issues, of course, but we survived that ordeal. We know a lot of women do not survive domestic violence.
And Tracy, I know this falls right in your professional wheelhouse, promoting these kind of things, but why is it important to you personally to help promote and advocate for Domestic Violence Month and then the work that Lower Cowan does?
Well, several reasons, Billy. Because number one, Laura is a personal friend of mine, and I have family members and friends who actually are victims of domestic violence. And I want to also be a voice for those women who are dealing with it now, but are scared and may not have the courage or the support to come forward and say, hey, I'm in a serious situation, it's life or death, and I need help, and I don't know how to get out.
Wow.
So that's why it's important, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right.
And I think Tracy Vintage, she's a go-getter, definitely.
Definitely.
It gets it done. And that's what I need, because I tell you, this is a tricky, sensitive topic.
Oh.
And, you have to approach people differently when you do talk about it. I've been doing this for 18 years at NHS, and I tell you, every time you tell the demographic would say, you know, oh, wow, I was a victim one time, or I'm in that relationship right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're on a mission, put it like that.
Yes, yes. And the thing that's so powerful about Laura's story, really, honestly, Billy, when you read the court transcripts for yourself, there's so much more that happened that Laura really doesn't get a chance to share. And it's just crazy. Like, the movie was great. They did a great job. But it doesn't scratch the surface compared to all the things that her and the kids actually went through and endured when they were locked in the garage.
So,
I mean, just think about it, Billy. For him to get 7 life sentences consecutively, imagine what you have to do to get 1 life sentence.
right.
So to get 7,
Wow.
Yeah.
So Tracy, tell me, when y'all do these in-person events, and I went to the one at the Martin Luther King Library. This was, I believe, right after the premiere. Do you guys get into some of that subject matter that's not reflected in the Lifetime movie?
oh, absolutely, and that's really, honestly, Billy, the purpose of doing this, because as you know, Laura's been everywhere. Tamara Hall, Steve Harvey, you name it, Oprah, she's been on all of them. But as you know, even on this show, with radio and TV, there's censorship.
Right.
So there are certain things the Lord cannot discuss on TV nor radio. So in our fireside chat, we're able to, go behind the veil and really get deep and talk about everything. That's why it's so important for women and men, because men are victims of domestic violence too, to come out to events like this, because you have some people say, I don't have help, I don't have support, I don't know what to do. Okay, we're giving you a free platform to come out, to hear Laura's story, and we'll have organizations there, Rape Crisis Center, Journey Center, where you can get information and be linked in with professional counselors that can help you and guide you in the right direction to get you out of your situation.
Well, that's why we had Laura Cowan participate in the Big Boss Moves, How to Be an Entrepreneur 101, because I believe that some people's barrier to get started in entrepreneurship is some mental barriers, abuse, and other things, people telling you can't do it. So we thought that was really important that Laura be on that stage, not to mention she's an entrepreneur by way of the business that she had to create to get the word out. But Laura, when you sit in these fireside chats and other events, when you talk about the subject matter that is so personal, how are you? Because I worry about you, and I worried about you when we were at the Martin Luther King Library. This subject matter is so personal to you. How do you keep yourself mentally well?
Well, prayer and a small bottle of rosé.
See, that's keeping it real. That's keeping it real.
Thank you very much.
I know that's right.
All these years of being in abuse like this, like Tracy said, we have to talk about the things that's not even mentioned. Because ID couldn't cover it all. Lifetime couldn't cover it all.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on that they don't know about. And you know what, Tracy? That might be a good little touch. If maybe we could print out some of the templates of the court and just have them there for people to take home with them.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely do that. We got a couple of tricks up our sleeve. People just have to be there Wednesday, October 15th at Tracy Eastern Campus, 4250 Richmond Road.
Wow.
In the auditorium.
In the auditorium, yep.
So Laura, good always to talk to you. Listen, I remember when you first started with this great venue, and you did the play, and the play was so emotional and so deep that I know the movie couldn't cover it all, but by me seeing the play, it gave me more in depth of what you were going through. And so maybe after the movie vendor, maybe we'll take this play thing on Broadway and take it all away so we can really get the whole depth of this whole thing. Let's think about that. But Laura, one thing that as much as I love you, as much as I saw the movie and the play, you said something profoundly to me that really struck me. You said surviving your death. that really touched me, because we were cheering so hard for you to survive and come out of there, but on the inside, you were really trying to survive in your death. You thought that was going to be the end of you with this brutal maniac?
Oh, definitely, Brother Art. I already prepared my son. I could talk to him. He was older, and just let him know that we're gonna possibly die in here because his stomach had extended so big, and with malnutrition and my skin color had changed from being locked up in the garage. Yeah, it was just a matter of time, and I prepared him for that, and what to do and what to get ready for it to happen. So yeah, that was a hard topic to talk about. Had to be done.
Yes, Laura, but if anybody could survive, you survived and still surviving today. And I just thank you and Tracy for all you're doing. And but I did see one interesting stat during this domestic violence time. I didn't realize that so many men were also under the domestic violence category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually worked with men who were serious victims of domestic violence. And sometimes it's even harder to get their story out because they're men. They feel like, well, you can defend yourself against a woman, but then he was going to jail. So it gets trickier sometimes when it comes to men, but men are definitely victims of domestic violence as well.
Yeah, I mean, look at our own former Chief Calvin Williams. His brother died. He was killed doing a domestic violence on the case. So yeah, it happens. It is definitely. They just don't want to talk about it. They say nobody's going to believe them. So we got to, clear that stereotype,
Yeah.
All right. Again, the event is when, Laura?
This October 15th, Wednesday, 6 o'clock, at the East Crisis Eastern Campus at the auditorium. I hope you can come. I know Art that's doing your Black on Black Crime Incorporated meeting.
I might try to cancel that for me and come on out there, and I ain't saw your beautiful face lately, all right? I can't wait too long to see you, even though Billy Sharp don't like it, okay?
Just tell them they'll get credit for coming to the meeting if they come to the event.
Okay.
It's domestic violence awareness month, so they'll get credit for that.
Laura, Bill is kicking me under the table.
I know
I am
you
not.
You can have a meeting right there at the auditorium. Tell them to meet there and
I like that.
Black on Black Crime.
I like that. All right. We'll make it happen. Laura, one final thing, you all. What's the charge?
It's free, absolutely free to the public, free to everyone.
It's absolutely free. All right. That means a lot. All right, Laura, we'll see you there. Both of you all, okay? Love you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you, Art. Thank you, Billy. We appreciate
I
you.
love you guys. We'll see you later. Thank you.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Lord have mercy, I just got a footnote from a text that says
Go ahead.
Dick Goddard was a victim of domestic violence.
Wow. I mean,
Don't fact check me on that. I'm just saying it's a text
I'll
that
take
says
your
that
word.
Dick Goddard was
I'll take your
the
word.
famous Dick Goddard. Don't take my word for it. I said it was a text.
They are right that domestic.
So look it up.
domestic
Look it
violence-
up.
I'm not looking it up. I take you at your word. Why do I need to go back and look that up?
All right,
I don't get any joy out of seeing people go through or hearing that people went through domestic violence, but I think they're right. Men go through it too. Mental abuse, physical abuse, and society tells them to be quiet, basically, and they, can hold all that stuff in. That's why you see the different things that you see going on in our society, because people are keeping this kind of stuff bottled up.
All right. Okay. You keeping it bottled up?
No, I'm not keeping it
Okay, I
bottled
just
up.
wanted to ask.
That's why I wrote a
I
book
just-
and did
Okay.
do some other things, and I talk about it when I need to.
Societal
And get that
pressure.
out.
DJ Huffington said being macho. Societal pressure.
Same thing, being macho. Society tells you as a man you're not supposed to communicate your feelings. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Tony Sasha.
Uh-oh.
Tony Sacco, a great Italian. Lord have mercy. Can I go a little Italy now, or stay the same when I was your age, when I was younger? Y'all let me in there now. Y'all let me in there now.
And you know what? We'll go to lunch there one afternoon.
We'll go where?
We will go to lunch in Little Italy one afternoon.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna be accepted.
You'll be accepted.
All right, come on.
You know what? 7 years ago was different, and I guess when it was like you walking through East Cleveland, and I'm 64, and I got this. I know that you have 2 points here.
But Sacco, you're 64. Wait a minute, I'm gonna let you talk about anything. You're 64.
I am.
You need it background?
Oh, God.
I just asked her, I forget it. I forget about it. I didn't mean no harm. I didn't mean no harm. You know, you getting up in age, but forget about it. Forget. Okay, go. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm the only man in America need Viagra, but it's okay. All right, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I greatly apologize. Go ahead.
No apology needed. And with that being said, I don't even take any pills. No high blood pressure pills, no heart pressure, nothing.
With that good Italian
I
food.
work out every day.
Mm-hmm.
What all you need is a little gin? Oh, come on, man. I'm just having some fun. Don't y'all pay me no attention.
No, and I love you. So
You want that $4
you talked
common
about
sense?
East Cleveland. I not only own a window cleaning business, I also own a margarita company
Mm-hmm.
that I started about 30 years ago, and I sold to all the Black Bar Association in East Cleveland, on Superior, on Euclid.
Mm.
And I was like part of that business, right? And those guys took me in. It was really great because our businesses were doing very well and they were thriving. My question to you, what was the demise of East Cleveland?
All right, the demise of East Cleveland, and it didn't dawn on me at that time. When I came to East Cleveland in '84, around that time, there was a store across the street called Mr. Austin, and they had the Austin Deli, nice fine a deli ran by Mr. Austin, a black man, and Miss Austin. Great store. And basically at that time, it was, the population might have been still a little on the, a lot on the white side. They began to fly out after that. But during that time, I remember right next to me there was ethnic bird shop. They had Polywana cracker, they had all that kind of stuff. A great fish market over there. But the point, I'm getting to your question. One day I went over to Austin's Deli, and his wife was there, and she said to me, and it just didn't dawn on me then. She said the population is changing. They are letting all these outsiders come in. And it's turning into like a project type environment. Mm. Of course, that didn't dawn on me then. I'm a young man in my early ages, but as I thought about what she said, she was much more astute than me. She was saying that the climate of people that was in East Cleveland at that time, that it was changing, and the population was changing, and it was letting a different standard of people in, and not too long after that, she closed her store and she moved. It didn't dawn on me at that time, but as time went on, I saw what she meant. And I'm not being derogatory against anybody. You asked me a question, I'm going to give you a direct result of what Miss Austin told me. That was the beginning of it, and slowly it became a decline in the city, and revenue began to pull out, and it just became a decline of a decline from that point on. Of course, I gave you a deep thought, but I could get into the fact of corruption and politicians and all that, but I'm giving you the underlining. I'm trying to get deep with you, give you the underlining reason for the demise of the city.
So, and we both were, both sold drugs. I mean, I don't know if you sold drugs, but I don't know if I'm sure that you did them in your years. And I used to buy marijuana in East Cleveland and a lot of I got caught, I can say it now, I got caught with 15 pounds of marijuana when I was in my late 20s. And white privilege and money got me out of it. Because then it was like getting caught with heroin in 1986. So it's crazy to say this, but I mean, it became a point where you would go there and, as a white individual, and we would buy drugs through East Cleveland and Cleveland. And again, I mean, that's just, going through our lives, and I got in trouble just like you did. My whole point of this, though, is with East Cleveland being the way that it is, why did they not join into Cleveland in Texas and having them annex it and take it over? And they still should and could.
I can explain that to you very easily. It's the same way that Little Italy wanted to stay Little Italy. The people of East Cleveland wanted to stay. There was a proud citizenry in East Cleveland, regardless to the mess. And those citizens in there, they wanted to be East Cleveland, just like Cleveland Heights wanted to be Cleveland Heights, and on and on. So that's the scenario there.
I question though, and this is to Tony's point. As I get that, I get the pride of the city, but as it drives off a cliff that everybody can see, I'm mystified at why that point of view doesn't change. Is it that, and you answered this one, y'all, is it that the East Clevelanders will stay in the bus as it drives over the cliff when they could have made a U-turn? It may not look the same, but they can make a U-turn and be in control of some of what would happen if they would have went into a receivership, as opposed to just letting it drive off the cliff and the state taking it over. And then the state's going to parse it out in the way that they feel like.
Well, what you got to understand here when you say that is the fact that regentrification is real, and it is a process that it is a process that started over in East Cleveland over 40 years ago, and slowly but surely through regentrification, they make stuff so hard and so difficult that in the end, you got what you got right now in East Cleveland. But it's a true lesson in regentrification. Listen, excuse my language, but these white folks been plotting to get that valuable piece of land in East Cleveland for over 40 years. I've been here. I watched it develop. Now, you don't have to believe it.
No.
But I'm telling you that regentrification is a process. I saw it on 105 in Euclid when I was there. When that was a Gold Coast area, and when I moved there, they said Cleveland County gonna come in and take over 105. You understand? 15 years before it happens, that ain't gonna happen. But 15 years later, the bank started moving. It went down, and look what it is today. And I'm telling you that it's a plot and a plan that black people really don't see. These people have been planning this for years, and this is the fruition of it. Now, the people that choose to stay have been at 30, 40, 25 years. They got their property. They know how valuable it is, and they want to stay and be a part of this. They don't want to run. But regentrification have you running. They make the streets bad. They make crime bad. They make the politicians bad. And all of this is to get you to flee. And once you flee, Lord have mercy, University Circle and the art system, all that's going to come in. Listen, 3 years from now, East Cleveland going to be beautiful.
You know what? And I believe it will. But here's the thing: you can't be raping the money out of it. If you're broke, you can't. Like Billy said, there's to the point where there's no end. You can't keep putting money into something. And again, you have those big houses there that those people, some of them, they can't even afford their property tax. They were able to at one time, those 3-story homes, and heat was less expensive at one time. So your ability to stay in those homes, and there's only maybe one or two of them, their kids have left, you have to change that. And again, I don't know the answer.
Listen, you all don't know the answer because you all don't know about regentification.
No,
That's why you don't know the answer, because this man is tricky. This man plans 40, 50 years in advance. And what you all be thinking about is now and then. This has been in the plan for 40 years, man, taking back East Cleveland. This ain't no fairy tale. This is real. I live it. I live it. Okay.
And what you do.
All right.
So let me go back to this point again. In the go ahead.
No, go ahead, Billy.
So I was just going back to to Cleveland and East Cleveland melding together. My argument in that is, if East Cleveland were to agree to that, in that situation, at least they could be in control, partnership on the way that East Cleveland looks. If they do not, and the state has to take it over, there is no agreement, and the state will be able to parse it up. To your point, if they've been waiting for decades to get it, they'll have it, and they'll be able to do what they want with it. Why not be in a situation where you have at least some control? That means that that some of the leaders in the East Cleveland government won't have a job. They won't have a job, because if you melt with Cleveland, you're lucky to come out with maybe 2 wards, maybe. But at least you have some control over what East Cleveland will look like moving forward.
All right, Tony, you're a little Italy man. Why do you think that people want to hold on to little Italy, the Italians?
Well, guess what? And I agree with you.
Okay, talk to me. East Cleveland, little Italy. What's the difference?
But it's only that in name. East Cleveland, I mean, Little Italy doesn't have a separate government.
Here's the difference.
They don't? They don't?
Okay.
Not a separate form government.
Okay, all right, then make it clear what you're saying.
But East Cleveland, I'm sorry, Tony.
They're renting them to those who are going to the schools, which again, and that's pushing forward. It's going past Euclid, where they're renting those homes for college students, and they're building apartments and modern homes that are being rented to those that are going to Case Western Reserve and Cleveland State, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to still change. Look at what happened in the flats in the 1980s when it was thriving with bars and restaurants. And then there was no security there. We were on the waterfront. It should have expanded, and it should have stayed where it was. Years later, there were mounds of dirt. Those buildings were knocked down. Then it took another 15 years, 20 years to get where the flat is again today.
All right. I hear your conversation, you and Billy. But you know what you all are saying? Mm. Black people, give up your land. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. You're saying black people give up your land. Every damn where we get some land, you suburbanites and you regentrification want to come in and take it and send us shopping. We're losing all our land now. Hell no.
I'm certainly not saying that. I'm saying
that's what you're saying.
I'm saying
you're saying leave East Cleveland to the suburbanites.
That's not what I said. I said be in control of the destiny, because if you don't, $16 million budget is not enough. That's why Cleveland refused to take it, because the state would not offer money. $60 million is not enough to run a city. It's not.
Cleveland refused to take it because East Cleveland residents say they didn't want Cleveland to take it. They said they wanted to
Well, Cleveland could have made a deal with
fact check.
Okay.
And so when Norton was the mayor, and Norton wanted to turn on East Cleveland to Cleveland, and the residents didn't want it.
But Cleveland could have made a deal with the state and just superseded East Cleveland. But Cleveland didn't want it because it's not enough money. And the state wasn't going to give resources.
All right, let's go. Listen, you know what? You and Tony Versace, the greatest man on Saturday when he come on with his show and all that. You understand? You all listen. I'm older than you all. You all don't know what in the hell y'all talking about. All right. Let's go to the phone line.
Let's go to the phone.
I'm coming in the studio one Sunday.
You ain't got nerve enough, Italian.
Okay.
Hey, I'll treat you just like I treated Mike Trevisano.
Tony, hold on for a minute.
He's in heaven right now, and I'm in his damn studio.
Let's get some of these other callers in. Tony, I want you to stay on.
You hear me, Mike Trevisano? You hear me, Mike Trevisano? You hear me, Mike Trevisano?
216-57. Go ahead.
let me just say, you can tune in every Saturday morning right here on 1490 WERE AM between 10 o'clock and 11. Everybody knows Tony.
Wait a minute, Tony. Well, listen, we on the 4th floor. You a window cleaning company. Can you come up here and clean these damn windows while you at it?
216-578-1490 is the calling number.
You're gonna pay me to clean the windows? I'll send you.
Radio 1 got plenty of money. They'll pay you.
Can we get a caller in, Talking John? Caller, you are live on the air. You're on with Tony Masaccio and the great Art McKoy calling you live on the air. Go ahead. Caller, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, you live on the air with Tony Masaccio and Art McKoy.
Yes, hi. So I was just listening to the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Cheryl on the end.
Hey, Taylor Wanda.
Hey, how you doing, baby? How you doing? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a conversation that's near and dear to my heart because I was born and raised in D.C. And so I have watched what's happened in that area over the years. And I understand what you're saying, Billy, about letting East Cleveland take over, but we already know, first of all, that when they came in before, they wanted full control. And if we let them come in and try to partner with them, you know, they already went against some of the rules and laws of Cleveland with the last placement of Sandra Morgan. I'm not for or against Sandra Morgan.
Now, Taylor Wanda, let me be clear. Hold on. Let me be clear, though. I'm not talking about the state takeover. I'm talking about simply my point of view of the melding with the city of Cleveland.
I'm talking about the whole thing because
Okay.
they all in cahoots
All right, go ahead.
because the thing is to take over the east side. And East Cleveland is part of that. And so, in my opinion, that the two work together because the intent is to change East Cleveland over to Cleveland. But here's what we lose in that transition. First of all, like Art said, even though it's a poor community, it is a black-owned community where we get a chance to institute our own government, for one.
Mm-hmm.
For two, it diminishes one of the better school systems in Ohio. We merged with Cleveland schools. All of the accomplishments that they have to be worked on in Cleveland, we literally teach a generation of kids that we're training up. And unfortunately, we see the contrast between the kids that's being educated in Cleveland and in Cleveland. Look at the poor report card.
So Taylor Wanda.
There is some definite losses.
So Taylor Wanda, I gotta drive this home. I gotta drive this home right to you. So if I get what you're saying about the losses, if the city cannot sustain itself financially, if it cannot, then tell me outside of a receivership from the state, I disagree with, because I disagree with the judge intervening and superseding the charter of the city when they did that with Sandra Morgan. Nice lady, but I disagree with that. But I'm saying, as we see the bus going off the cliff, tell me what the answer is then. Because you cannot just simply say stay in the car and let it go off the cliff. Go ahead.
And I think we look at that two different ways, and I believe that one of the problems is government itself. We need people that are knowledgeable about government that's ready to work on East Cleveland side instead of trying to merge. I think that we need a real concerted effort to save East Cleveland.
By whom?
And that hasn't really been done yet, in my opinion.
No, I'm taking your opinion, but by whom?
That's really working for East Cleveland.
Who would those people be?
Now, that I cannot, I don't want to make no decisions on that, and I think that needs to come from the people. And I think that we got people in Cleveland that's raising up to sound the alarm and say who that should be. You know, but we just need people to come in and really support what we're doing instead of trying to tear it up. I see a lot of people coming up with reasons why we should dismantle and quickly coming up with reasons to civil with Cleveland. But I don't see a lot of people coming up with solutions on the other hand. So I think if we put some energy into that part of it, I think we'll be at least on the road of trying to find this fix this out.
All right, listen, I really appreciate your point of view. Tony, are you still there? Tony Mustache, you still there?
Look, he might have.
All right, we lost Tony Mustache. That's okay.
Okay. And we've got another caller
okay.
lined up right behind that. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. What's going on, Tony? Who is calling you live on the air? Oh, everybody's gone. I don't know what happened there. All right. So this, I mean, I'm looking at it. I get where Wanda's coming from, Art. I get where you're coming from because it's ingrained in your heart. I'm looking at it from the practical standpoint. And I get what Wanda's saying. People need to look at some plans to rebuild East Cleveland. But number one, as we know, nobody's going to come and save you. We know that, right? So, again, if you're in the bus and the bus is going off the cliff, is it really, and you tell just really honestly, is it really that you're going to sit in the bus and just let it go off the cliff in the bus? Because you know it's coming.
Listen, we're not going off the cliff. They're pushing us off the cliff. East Cleveland is a 3.5 mile gold piece of land.
Correct.
The arts centers is all around it. University Circle is all around it. Cleveland Clinic is all around it. The VA hospital is all around it. It's the most goldest piece of land right now in the whole city, in the whole in the whole area that is up for land grab. So the powers to be is not that we're falling off the cliff. They're pushing us off the cliff. They're pushing us off the cliff through crime. They're pushing us off the cliff through bad roads where we have to run over potholes. And they're pushing us to this area. And once they push us off the cliff, then they're going to come in with the most beautiful area in the whole wide world. Listen, you got glasses on, but Ray Charles should be able to see this.
No, and watch this though.
So let me finish it.
Go ahead.
So what we have to do, since we are being pushed off the cliff, we have to, once we get the election is coming up, if we can flip this whole thing around and get some credible politicians in there, they have to negotiate on our behalf. I'm going to give you an example. There's a place called Harperville, a great white friend of mine that died not too long ago, Lursick. Over in the Painesville area, Harperville, they came in, the people that dig for oil and all that, they came in and they was going to take over the land. So, but the politician was smart enough to say, okay, y'all going to scrap in our land and dig for oil, but here's what we want. And they was able to negotiate this for the people. The people of Harperville don't have to pay no gas bill, don't have to pay no oil bill. It's all free. So I'm saying to you that that's the kind of leadership we have to have in these Cleveland. We say, we know you're going to push us out, but what can we get out of the deal rather than just falling off the damn cliff?
So I was saying the same thing, but this is in the scenario that you gave. It seems to be because you say they are pushing us off the cliff. What seems to be happening is that you want to turn to they who's pushing you off the cliff and say, give me some help. That's not going to happen.
No, I'm saying you got to negotiate.
That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm saying the exact same thing you're saying.
Listen, we got to take a break.
Yeah. I forgot about we got third hour.
We're gonna get off East Cleveland anyway.
Right.
That's Batasio put us in that area.
Yeah.
You understand?
So what we really trying to say is we have a third hour. We about to take a break. recharge for a minute, and we'll be back for the 7 o'clock hour.
All right, let that play for me. See, you know, when I was in the Army, this is one of the favorite country western songs, Ray Charles. Tell me about it, baby. Hit me! Da 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 da! If you miss much as I miss you.